Okay, I know I've got your attention for about 20 seconds before you scroll past this video. If you don't have time to watch this whole video now, press save, okay? Save the video, save the link, and watch it later when you've got time to give it your full attention. There's information in here which, if you follow it, it will change your life forever, I promise you. The reason I know that is because it's changed mine. If you've got time to watch the whole video now, fantastic. The whole point of this video is this. I want you to watch 4 documentaries. The first one is called What the Health. The second one is called Fat, Sick and Nearly Dead. The third is called Food Choices. And the last one is Earthlings. I watched those 4 documentaries over the course of roughly 6 months, and it has completely changed my life. I could not ignore the information and the facts that were presented to me. I think if I watched them individually, yes, they would have had an impact, and I kind of did make changes based on each one that I watched. But it wasn't until I put the entire 4 together that, I simply could not go on the way that things were. It's put us on this journey of self-discovery, of change for the better, and honestly, we will never go back. I've been in the fitness industry for 13 years, but fitness and health has been a passion of mine for my entire adult life, since the age of 14 when I got my first set of weights and started working out. If you asked me 6 months ago if I was fit and healthy and strong, I would have said yes, but the reality was I was riddled with injuries and little niggles. I had chronic tendonitis in my elbows. I wasn't as healthy as I thought. Internally, I know for a fact that I wasn't as healthy as I thought. I was following a traditional sort of bodybuilding way of eating, which is high protein, lots of meat, up to 35 times a week I was having meat, which sounds like a lot, but when you talk to anyone who goes to the gym and is trying to build muscle, 35 times a week it's a normal amount for any sort of gym junkies. Those changes that I've made, I cannot describe how they have helped me physically. I had tendonitis for at least 2 years and I just could not get rid of it. Within 2 weeks of reducing the amount of meat I was eating and increasing fruits and vegetables, which in turn increased the anti-inflammatory properties in my body, the tendonitis basically disappeared and I have not had it reoccur. Any little niggles or aches that I have are gone within 2 days if I pull a muscle at the gym or something like that. I'm in the middle of hay fever season right now, and normally I would have had 2 boxes of antihistamine tablets. I've had 1 hay fever tablet and I probably could have gone without it. I spent 4 hours paintballing out in a paddock, and I got home and I was a mess. So I did cave and had 1, but apart from that, normally I would have eaten 2 boxes straight down the hatch. My wife suffers with rheumatoid arthritis, and since following a similar sort of eating regime to myself, she is basically medication free now, through the reduction of meat and the increase in fruits and vegetables. Her flares are basically non-existent, considering she was having 1 a week and they would last for days. Since we've started this new eating regime, I think she may have had 1 or 2 flares and they last hours, not days. In terms of how she feels and how many times a week she can get out of bed without sort of crawling out, it's incredible. We will never go back. The point I want to make is I'm not trying to turn you into a vegan or a vegetarian. Just watch these 4 documentaries and make your own decision. Make up your own mind. Now, I'm not someone who wants to preach, or I'm not a righteous person, I don't feel. But after watching the 4th documentary, Earthlings, I was awake all night. And as an animal lover, that documentary tore me to pieces. I was lying in bed, it was probably 3 a.m. and I was thinking, what can I do? Yes, I can make changes myself, but I just didn't feel that it was enough. I mean, animals can't speak. People need to speak for them, and I wanted to be one of those people to speak for the animals, basically. And this is my attempt at doing that. If you find that you've watched those 4 documentaries and you're having you've made changes to your own eating, you're feeling healthier, you're feeling better, you finally watched the Earthlings documentary and you feel like you want to do something as well, something major, if this video was enough to make you watch them documentaries, then the one thing you can do is share this video, because it just might make someone else watch the same documentaries. And it's not about totally upending how you eat. It's just about changing the way that we eat. I think people hear the word vegan and they think, I'm never going to eat meat again. For me, I would say that I'm 99% plant-based eating as of watching that documentary. After watching the first one, we cut meat back to 3 times a week. Then we watched Fat, Sick and Nearly Dead. And so after What the Health, we cut it back to 3 times a week. After Fat, Sick and Nearly Dead, we introduced juicing. Then we watched Food Choices. We cut meat back even further. But after watching Earthlings, now I would say I'm 99% plant-based eating. You might say, why 99%? Well, my theory is if I go to someone's house and they've invited me over for dinner and they've bought and made a meat product, I'm still going to eat it. I'm not going to be the kind of person that says, no, I want something special for me. If they've gone out and they've made the choice for food for the night, then I will eat what they've provided. If I can make just one person cut back on the amount of meat that they eat, and then that person in turn can watch those same documentaries and make another one cut back on the amount of meat that they eat, the overall demand for meat is going to decrease, which is going to then improve. When the demand lowers, then the quality of life for these animals that are bred for consumption can then improve. I know that it's a pipe dream for everyone to just drop everything and become full-fledged vegans. It's never going to happen. I know that, and everyone out there knows that. But what we can do is reduce the amount we eat, and then in turn reduce the demand. My name's Jonathan Stiles, and I'm just trying to make a difference. And hopefully you watch those 4 documentaries, and yeah, I don't need to go into specifics and statistics and scientific information. It is all presented in those documentaries. And I'm telling you now, if you value your health, if you value how you perform in the gym, and just if you value yourself as a good and decent human being, watch those documentaries and make up your own mind. Thanks for watching.